In terms of the stigma, I'd say, yeah, it's something that's just not talked about. I'd say a lot of people do it though. I put it about a fifth of students on my course are on nootropics.
Personally, I've come across them working as a pharmacist, where they're used for clinical reasons for things like narcolepsy, also daytime sleepiness, and for patients who have a attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Everybody knows that as ADHD. Clearly, they are used off the normal medicines license, particularly by students, to encourage, or they believe they will encourage concentration, focus, a better ability to revise and to learn material.
I first started trying it. I first took my first modafinil was about what I want to say February of last year, 2018. So I was in my first year of economics at university, and I was also resitting my maths A level at the time. I had quite a bit of work to do, and I sat at my desk and I was flying through revision, and then it comes to 4 hours later, and you're thinking, oh, where's time gone? I've heard of other things. I've heard of Ritalin. I've heard of Adderall, but just because of how easy it is to get hold of modafinil and how effective it is and how well it's worked for me, that's the only thing I've taken.
I only take modafinil. I know one student who's on the UK administered form of Ritalin, but apart from that, only modafinil really. I started using it about 6 weeks prior to my final examinations in second year. I would use it 3 days on, 1 or 2 days off. I'm not going to say that these are the reason I got a 2-1, but I'd say they did formulate a big jump from up end of 40s, low end of 50s to mid to up end of 60s, 2-1 area.
I only ever take it when I need to take it. I say need, but when there's a deadline coming up, or there's an exam coming up, or I guess the sort of end of last term, and it's all starting to kick off a little bit. Other than that, no. I wouldn't say like I take it because I'm tired today or anything like that. I seem to work just fine without it. From taking it before, I don't think I have a dependency on it. I think. But no, I have heard through other people who say that without it, this tend to get distracted a little bit more easily. But in terms of the majority of the people that I know who take it, they manage. They seem to be just fine.
In terms of worrying about building up a dependency and things like that, I'm not worried. I feel like the method I use, 3 days on, 2 days off, negates that possibility. I don't believe that this has any long-term effects. The only negative side effect I've had is that it's going to really interrupt my day the next day if I haven't had a full night of sleep. But I didn't have any headaches or anything like that.
From what I've heard from other people and my friends who get it as well, they say they only tend to get headaches. I personally didn't. I was taking it about most days of the week for a good month period, I'd say, like at least 5 times a week. And I wasn't getting any headaches. I wasn't getting any side effects.
These are really very powerful, potent drugs. They're used, they're used clinically, and they're used clinically under the close supervision of a physician. They do have a number of common side effects: headache, confusion, dizziness, constipation, dry mouth, etc. But they have a number of less common side effects, and particularly effects on the heart and on mental health issues as well. And I think just because an individual hasn't at this time suffered a side effect from it doesn't mean going forward they won't suffer a side effect from it. And I think the long-term effects of these drugs we really don't understand very well. So you'll really have to balance those risks of side effects and long-term effects, dependence, addiction, against actually there's limited evidence of any benefit from them.